Exercise. Everybody says it's good for you, and not everybody does it. And we come up with all these excuses for why we didn't or why we can't or why we shouldn't right now. However, I want to try to encourage and impress upon you why that's hardly ever true. Hey, hi, I'm Angel. Thanks for stopping by my channel where I aspire to inspire you to reach for and gain your fullest potential. And a big part of that is exercise of all sorts of things. And I guess I should clarify exercise. I was really talking about physical fitness, physical exercise. However, when I say that, I quickly realize that exercising your mind, exercising your ability to receive and give loving touch, your ability to receive and give a good listening ear, all of those exercises are very important. Basically, exercising the things that are important to you, that you want to cultivate in your life, is super important, because if you just kind of think to yourself, oh, I want to be healthier, I want to be fitter, I want to be better at relationships, I want to be a better cook, I want to be a better guitar player, whatever it is, if you don't practice, if you don't exercise what you've practicing, and practice is a whole other subject that I could get into because there's different types of practice. However, the exercise part, the repeating what you've learned, exercising it, the moving of your muscles, with some weight on it, the playing all the way through a song with and without other people, the actual telling someone close to truth that they didn't know that's difficult to get out. Those exercises, those practices help us get better, help us get stronger. And without those, we really don't. You can think, oh, exercise is great and all, and I do it now and then. But if you don't do it regularly, let me back up. Doing it now and then is better than not at all. But here's the thing: if you really want to get really fit, if you really want to have really great relationships, if you really want to be a really great musician, you gotta make that a routine exercise. And I've been working on writing and being healthier and fitter so that I can do all these amazing things that I am getting ready to do. And in that, I dropped the ball a little bit on my regular routine for exercising. And instead of doing like 5 or 6 days out of the week of my harder routine and maybe 1 or 2 days of my softer routine, that had kind of fallen on its end, and it was 5 or 6 days a week of my really soft routine and only 1 or 2 days a week of my harder routine. And so today I did my full hard routine. It felt really good, and it reminded me of what I already knew, which is that if I get out of that loop, maybe a little break is fine, but if I let that slide very long, I start to really feel it. I start to really see it. I start to really lose that edge, that functionality, which I've worked really hard to gain. And the same is true with practicing my music. The same is true with interacting with people and having good, dynamic, healthy, joyful relationships. The same is true with making artwork. All the things, whatever's important to you, you got to practice, you got to exercise, you got to do it regularly if you want to be excellent at it, if you want to be really good at it, if you want to continue to get better at it, if you want to just even maintain, hold steady. Because here's the thing, there's always people coming up who are even better than before. That's the nature of the universe, just to get better and better and better. And as you age, you may find, here's a thing about aging I found, is there's more and more things I want to do, and that means having to let go of certain things. So it gets tricky sometimes to hone in on the right priorities as you're reprioritizing throughout your life, because what your priorities are like when you have a new baby, for example, are not the same as what they're like when your son just graduated college, like mine. So anyway, as you readjust your priorities, sometimes you might have a little lag time in getting it right as far as what's really important to you and what fills your time the most, or what at least gets the priority of your time at the beginning so that it doesn't get put off. And so for me, that's moving my body, exercising my body with some positive focus and some deep breathing and some mantras that I use to really preset myself in a positive state for the day. That's writing, being creative. I have several projects I'm working on, and so I try to write on those every day, but I actually allow myself, I don't try to force that. Maybe I need to force that a little more, but my main requirement is just that I do that practice. And then hopefully within those practice times, I find some times where I'm really inspired and I really get some good work done. And the same with my music. I don't require myself to be inspired, but I try to play through. It used to be a 5-song minimum, and then it was a 3-song minimum. And lately I've been kind of slacking because I've had more shows, more playing with other people for longer periods of time. However, I'm trying to reinstill that in myself as I have reevaluated and reestablished for myself that those are my priorities: writing, playing, being creative, being positive, being fit and free and as capable as I can in order to promote unity and positivity and greatness, because that's what I'm all about these days. So I think I was going to say a little more about exercise, specifically about physical exercise, which is that it's great for your capability, for your, it makes you look better, it makes you feel better, it helps you think better, it helps you reduce stress. There's really no good excuse not to exercise regularly. That's my 2 cents for today. I hope you are feeling fit and fine and exercising regularly and practicing the things that are important to you, putting as a priority on top of your list those things that are most important to you, those people that are most important to you, and those aspects of life that are most important to you, whatever they are. And on that note, question of the day, I would love to know, please let me know in the comments, what are your favorite aspects of life? What are your favorite things? Is it relaxing with your loved ones? Is it snowboarding like me? Sorry, I get a little excited when I think about snowboarding, or playing music live, or having new experiences, driving fast cars, relaxing in the sunshine, getting a tan, kayaking, petting your dog or your cat. All those things are some of my favorites. Eating delicious food, drinking delightful beverages, all those are some of my favorites. I'd love to know, what are your favorite things to do in life, the things that you want to keep practicing at, to get better at, and keep experiencing on a regular basis that are important to you. That was a kind of all over the place exercise in my YouTube video excursion. Thank you for bearing with me. Till next time, peace and potential and playfulness.